Hello. So my name is Danny Boy. Hello, how you doing? So I found a pretty funny fucking response, and as soon as I get the chance to, I'm gonna fucking switch on over to scene two of my little OBS here, and I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at, cause this shit is ironically kind of fucking hilarious, but it also probably not in the way this person is really thinking this is hilarious. So, let me see. That explains it. One sec. Gotta see window. Boop. All right. So this is a video about Watchmojo's like downfall, right? And how it should be celebrated. Which, to be fair, if we're going after slop content because it's just generally trash, yeah, no, Watchmojo should kind of just go along the wayside of, all the other pretty much slop channels because they are the OG when it comes to slop. Like basically this guy is going into like how these guys how Watch Mojo doesn't really experience the things that they talk about, which I think is pretty fair criticism if you've ever heard them talk about the things that they talk about, because you can tell that they're just not really into what they're into. They what they've probably done, if you ever read their scripts or listen to their scripts, is what they've probably done is they've watched other people play the games and then make like conversation pieces about the things they haven't played, right? And then they wonder why in the gaming community they're kind of seen as a joke, because they kind of are. Like, you cannot judge gameplay when you have not played the gameplay. Like, it's not a thing you can do. You could probably judge the story. You can probably judge the animation even. Hell, like you could judge a lot with visuals, right? But you can't judge gameplay because gameplay is something you have hands-on experience with when it comes to games, right? You can't get gameplay and not hold a controller or a mouse and keyboard and be pressing buttons. That's how you do the gameplay, right? So, right, let's say speak for a second, right? Just about this. Let's say you watch someone play a game. It can look like it plays great. It can look like it plays amazingly even, right? However, when you actually play the game, right? Buttons could be delayed, buttons could just not work like they should, uh fucking certain inputs just would not read because the game isn't programmed properly. Like that's the thing, right? Especially when it comes to like a lot of older games back when like video games weren't really as developed as they are now. Like especially before the 3D era, right? Like in that era especially, like you had bad games that looked like they were good, that looked like they were playable, that looked like they were fun, but then you actually sit down and play them and you're like, this is fucking ass. Like, I feel like I have contracted AIDS playing this, right? But anyway, Watch Mojo decided to make a fucking response, and it's about as what you would expect for a slop channel. So this is what they decided to say: the day no one talks you, no, not talk, no one talks about you, no one talks you, is the day you are irrelevant. So thank you. Okay, never heard of your channel, and I admit I didn't see the video. Then why are you responding? If you didn't watch the video and you don't know the criticisms being levied against you. But a few points. Oh boy, a list channel's gonna give us a list. Uh, in 2006, when we started, we were obviously a bit ahead of the curve. No, you weren't. Dude, top 10 content existed before you guys ever took off. Watch Mojo. Do not get it twisted. Cinemassacre probably did top 10 content before you guys ever showed up to the scene, and probably did it better. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? In 2012, when every channel was some vlogger sitting on a couch, we mastered our signature style and cried as it looked more like VH1, MTV, and ESPN, and not what the vocal minority viewed as YouTube content. Oh my god, these guys are fucking delusional. YouTube content, and it's just like, if you really sit and think about it, right? Their whole content is basically talking about other content. So in a sense, their content is stealing other content and talking about their content. like like guys, you're not that great. You really, like, you say signature style. Bitch, since when? Anyway, next point. The challenge in media is staying relevant, keeping your audience guessing. And then it's literally some of their most recent videos, right, are literally compilations of top tens. I'm not even joking when I say that. They're not even rewriting the script to fit the top 20 format. They're literally just taking two top 10 videos they've made and putting them together and calling it a top 20 and advertising it as a new video, right? That's these guys. That's Watchmojo. And then they wonder why they're not taken seriously. Like, guys, you put in literally the most minuscule amount of effort into your content, and then you wonder why you're not taken seriously, at least as a source. Like, granted, right? I have watched Watchmojo Gaming to, like, because, if I don't keep up with gaming, I get a little upset, right? So I look into and see what games are out there that I haven't heard about, right? And sometimes, right? Not always, because Watch Mojo generally only covers popular games whenever they talk about, oh, lesser known games. Like, no, they're not lesser known games. They're popular games that happen to be indie. But anyway, I could rant on that all fucking day. Like, you're not keeping people guessing. We know what you're going to do next, Watch Mojo. Like, companies like BuzzFeed, Vice, Vox, and channels that inspired themselves by us. I wouldn't say that. There were TV shows that did what BuzzFeed, Vice, and Vox does. Like that TV shows like that existed before the conception of YouTube, brother. And channels that inspired themselves by us, by their own admission. Sure. All came and went. Well, gee, it's almost like your shit really isn't gonna, stick. Maybe you should find other content if your kind of content just kind of comes and goes. Maybe that might be a fucking sign. We managed to both keep our OG fans happy and innovative. You you had fans? You had fans. You had fans. Anyway. Also, you innovated, huh? You innovated. Uh-huh. If by downfall you mean being a survivor, having 100+ FTEs who earned their living with us, then I will take it. That's not exactly a flex. Like, okay, we're corporate as fuck, guys, on a platform with mostly indie content creators, but we're corporate, guys. We're better. Like, motherfucker, imagine being this out of touch on the platform you upload to. Also, this might be inside baseball. The fuck does that even mean? But you are aware that avoid or avoid is YouTube 101 and the platform has evolved, right? Gee willikers, then update your content a bit. I could break it down for you. You won't. But why bother? Exactly. Hint. Viewers are spending nearly an hour watching nearly an hour per watch session watching our content. We are, in the ways that matter, more pertinent than ever. Guys, we're slop, but we're making money. Guys, watch our slop and make us money, please. Like, guys, we need your money. So watch our videos. Because, mind you, that's how it works, Watchmojo, right? Like, one day, right? One day, and this is the reality to any business, right? YouTube or otherwise. It can all go in a blink of an eye. Like, literally, you can all lose it tomorrow. And frankly, I don't think it would be much of a loss considering who you are, Watchmojo, but, like, all your audience, all your money that you make through this endeavor could be gone in a puff of smoke tomorrow. And considering what you just did here, you wouldn't really have anyone to blame but yourself. As for Sound Mojo, again, think of 2012 when the vocal minority whined and then we got the last laugh. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, this is about on par as of to fucking James Charles's recent crash out and apology, which by the way he deleted, but you can still find those because fun fact, by the way, and Watchmojo is gonna discover this real quick if they try to delete this comment. The internet is forever, and when you post something, people have probably archived it as soon as you upload it. Like, just deleting it isn't gonna do shit. Anyway, then they post a link. Sound Mojo explained context is king.com. I'm not clicking that because like I'm not I'm not interested in learning more about slop content. Um Haters, envious, jealous people are fuel to our fire. And out of touch, stupid people are fuel to mine. Anyway, well, that was it, I guess, for now. Let me know what you think of Watch Mojo here. Hell, let me know what you think of my little commentary here. I want to do more content like this a little bit because I do know reaction content and sort of commentary or light commentary content does take off. Um, and yeah, I think that would be just fine for me to get into as long as I can kind of do my own thing with it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and do what everyone else is doing, because, like, other people have their own executions of this sort of content. I'm gonna do my own thing with it. It's the same reason why, like, when someone tried to tell me, like, on my infomercial dub videos, like, oh, you should do what everyone else is doing. Like, I don't want to. Like think about it this way. If I do what everyone else is doing, what is making me stand out? What reason do people have to subscribe to me in particular? Why wouldn't they just subscribe to someone else who's doing what I do, but let's be honest, with a lot more experience and a lot more like better execution? Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my own execution so I can stand out, right? That's the thing with that, right? Unlike Watch Mojo here, where they literally have to steal content in order to make content. But anyway, um, let me know what you guys think. See ya.